Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Victoria Tundu MQ Abiola.
Good morning, Mr.
It's another sad weekend with killings here and there.
Awful.
But we'll start the review with this, the Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story, how our church killings put 2023 Northern Presidency up in the air. Ruling parties governors intensify moves for reconciliation and Southern Presidency. APC aspirants in the last-minute push for alliances mobilization. Now, our story is dominating the headlines of today's newspapers around the country. Now, the Guardian newspaper also reporting this story. Scores killed, others abducted as gunmen attack Ondo Church. Hospitals seek help as Nigerian Medical Association calls for blood donation. Akeredolu shunts APC convention vows to hunt killers. Yes, Buhari, Atiku, Saraki governors mourn, says Nigeria will not surrender to wicked people. Khan, PDP, Adeborowa condemn attack, while the Punch newspaper also reporting the story. Gunmen disguised as worshippers massacre over 35 in Ondo Church. OAU alumni ex-chair, wife among the dead. It was like a war front. Survival. Attackers arrived when we were ending service, shot from different angles. Priests. It's Black Sunday. Akeredolu, Afenifere, Buhari, Oshibajo governors, Tinubu, others mourn. While the Daily Independent newspaper outrage trails Ondo Catholic Church bloodbath. Afenifere says world should hold federal government responsible. Criminals operating with impunity can't lament. Governor Akeredolu vows to hunt down assailants. Nigeria fast becoming a failed state. Peter Obi, well, he couldn't have put it in a better way because this killing, or war killing, the latest in the series of brutal, butcher, in some cases, this time, gunmen, terrorists from nowhere attacked this church, or what happens to be a place I know very well. Ruben, in our NYC years, that was where I did my orientation at St. John Mary's College. So I know that city very well. And quite sad, but the government will keep on calling on the government because we know where the buck stops. The president has come out, I think the presidency with a statement that the president mourns with the rest of us, and these day puts it, our killings, outrage, Buhari mobilizes all state resources to neutralize attackers, curses them, maintains Nigeria will never give in to evil, wicked people. Akeredolu, we will hunt them down. Your empty threats are no longer working. Khan blast president. I will just join Khan there. We've heard of this for too long. After one killing, one massacre, the president will issue these threats. We will not allow this to prevail. Evil will not prevail. But evil seemed to be taking over the land. And we saw, I listened to the interview of the Methodist prelate over and over again over the weekend, where he said some people have some things they are planning against this country. Then, like the clergyman that he is, he said, only God will foil whatever they are planning. Yes, but we have a government whose duty it is to protect lives and property. Otherwise, we don't need a government. But we have government. So while the priest can and should be hoping that God will help us solve our problems, rightly so, but those who have taken charge, those who cried to be elected, I don't want to go to that sukun level anymore, but President Buhari, we are not happy. Nigerians are not happy. Nigeria is more insecure now than when President Buhari took over in 2015. That is a statement of fact. When supporters of the president usually cite how many local governments were under Boko Haram control before the APC came to power. But all our forests are now under the control of bandits, terrorists, who come in from all parts of Africa. They say Mali, Songhai, Sudan, and Nigerian terrorists. They are all inside our forests, where they have taken charge, whether it is in Zamfara, whether it's in Kaduna or in Imo, and perhaps they have also taken over Ondo Forest, from where they are coming out to kill innocent people, innocent worshippers who have gone to worship God on a Sunday. Ruben, this is very sad. Tundu, Rufai, it's a sad story of our country.
Well, eyewitnesses, said they saw these persons. There was a gentleman who was interviewed. He said he counted up to about 6 of them. Another person said he counted up to about 10, of the assailants. The, strange thing is that these persons, they attack communities, either it's in the east or now in the west, and they just disappear into thin air. And we hope that the policemen and the other security agencies, in this particular case, they will be able to identify who these assailants are, and that they will succeed in doing so. Because people can't just be killed in cold blood. We wake up, there's a massacre, there's mass murder, and we're supposed to just move on the morning after.
Nobody's arrested? Nobody tried?
Well, I hope there will be arrests, because I referred to the Madala massacre. That was, it's a town near Abuja, but it's actually in Niger State. That was in 2011 on Christmas Day. And I said 37 people died. I actually think it was more. I think on the day 37 people were killed, but more people who were injured. Yeah, they succumbed to their injuries. But there were arrests. People were arrested, and I recall one person was sentenced to life imprisonment. And what I found striking about it was that during his trial, he was said to have expressed no remorse whatsoever. And he didn't give the information, the kind of intelligence that it was hoped that he would give if he was actually remorseful for his actions. So I'm hoping that in this situation, there will be arrests, there will be convictions, and crucially, that there will be information. So we need to know exactly who these people are, why this attack happened, why, or so many questions begging to be answered. Nothing is ever going to bring back those who were murdered. They're gone forever, but at least justice must be served.
Well, the big question is justice always served in this country? That's the big question. If we are ready, I don't see why we cannot fish those murderers out, those terrorists out, in the next 48 hours. If we are ready. We have intelligence agencies, we can deploy them. I don't see why we can't comb our forests, have a combined team to fish these people, these terrorists out, and bring them to book.
It's like the security agencies, they have surrendered our forests to these criminals.
So we are not ready. And that's why I want to also
where they have a community of their own.
So that's why I want to also bring in the talk about state police. If we are saying we don't have enough security agents, why can't we complement with state police?
Our problem is not number in this case. I don't think the problem is number.
So what is happening? What is the problem?
The will. The will.
That's always the bottom line.
So if we don't have will, and we have security agencies that don't have will, that can't fish out people, then what happens to Nigeria?
Somebody is the commander-in-chief.
What happened?
That's why I asked who's next. Or just like a sitting duck, waiting for who's next.
It is time we should ask ourselves questions in this country. And you see, this is not the time to deceive ourselves or to sugarcoat anything for anybody. Then what happened to us? This was the same country that Charles Taylor tried running away, they got him in less than 24 hours. This same country.
It was a priority.
But they are not priority. And it even shows. Look at it. People died. It was a black day. Flags are not flown at half-mast.
No, it's becoming normal now.
Well,
35, we
not ready.
We just move on.
Time for this segment. We'd like to thank you very much for, quite a sad story.
Yeah, it's a sad.